Dear students, today we are here to discuss the theorems on most important chapter of 10th standard, that is circle. In this chapter we will get two different theorems. First we are going to discuss about one particular theorem, but as usual before starting the theorem I am going to say you the two things related to this theorem. I will explain you the two different concepts related to this theorem so that when I explain you can understand it easily. First of all, it is saying that the tangent. So we should have to know, must know that what is a tangent. So if this is a circle here and to this circle a line which touches the circle at one particular point. If the line is touching the circle at one particular point, then this line is called as a tangent. So first of all you should have to know the meaning of the word tangent. Second thing that I am going to ask you, suppose, just try to understand the concept here. Suppose there is a road which is a curved road. A person starts his journey from point A and through this way the person reaches at point B. This is the distance which he traveled. But if you want to find the actual distance between those 2 points, then you must draw a straight line between those 2 points. So this is the distance between these 2 points, and this particular distance is called as the shortest distance or the shortest line that can be drawn between both the points. Did you get this concept? Here in this particular theorem, this question is saying, or statement is saying, the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means from the statement we have to know, or we know that it is the question or the statement is about a circle and a tangent. So for that, first of all, we need to draw a circle here. Okay? And let there is a tangent which is touching this circle at point P. At one point, let that point be P, and this is the center of the circle O. Now this is the point or the distance between the center and the point of contact. Okay, so this is the given based on the statement we have drawn. It is saying that the tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. This is the radius now. Okay, so after drawing the figure, now we have to move on the given part. What is given here? We have to mention that O is the center of the circle, and or P is the point of contact also we can write, and we can say OP is the radius also. So we have to write here P is the point of contact. P is the point of contact. And one more thing, we will name this line as XY. Then we have to mention that XY xy is the
tangent drawn to the circle.
tangent at point P. Or if you don't want to write this, you no need of writing because it is enough. Xy is the tangent at point P. Okay, better not to write this. We can say O is the center of the circle, xy is the tangent at point P. Now we have to move on to the
Construction.
to prove.
To prove.
What we have to prove? We have to prove that this OP is perpendicular to xy. So we have to mention that OP is perpendicular to xy. But like the previous theorems or triangles, we have to write the construction, or we have to do a small construction on this particular figure to prove the theorem. So what is that construction? We'll mark a point OQ, or you can name it as anything, OQ or OP dash or anything you can name, it's not an issue. So we are going to mark a point Q on the line XY, and OQ is joined, and this OQ is let it intersect the circle at point R. Let this point be R. For our proving, it can be proven many different ways. Many teachers are proving in different ways, their own way. But whatever I am going to do, let this Q is the point on XY and it intersects the circle at point R. So we have to write our construction also. For this construction, I can write here Q is a point on XY and OQ is joined. Or if you want, you can say OQ intersects the circle at R. It is also not necessary. But for your understanding, I have explained Q is a point on XY, OQ is joined by intersecting the circle at R. We can mention it. By intersecting the circle at point R. Now we'll move on to our proving part. Proof. As I have already mentioned you that always you have to split into two columns, statement and reason. But here you can do that. If you don't want to do, you can avoid that also. Just beside the statement you can write the reason, especially for this theorem I will suggest. If you want, you can split, not an issue. So first of all, we'll observe these two OR and OP. OR and OP. I'm going to prove it in a different way. Just type. It will be easier for you people. If you observe OR and OP, both are equal. Can you say me the reason why they are equal?
They are the same circle.
Both OR and OP are the radii of the
Same circle.
So let me write here. OP is equal to OR, and the reason I will mention here. Let me this the column. We can make it not a problem, or just without column also. You just make a distance and you can write here radii of the
Same circle.
radii of the same circle. Both are the radii. Correct? Now you observe this line OR. You compare the line OR and OQ. What you are seeing? You are seeing that this OR is less than OQ. Correct? Because this is the line or this is the point up to the circle and this is the point out of the circle. So obviously any point out of the circle will always be greater than the radius. Or radius is always smaller than the line joining the center and the point out of the circle. Understood? So we can say here OR is smaller than
O Q.
OQ. OR is smaller than
O Q.
OQ, and we know that here. Okay, and if for this also, if you want to give a reason, you can say Q lies out of the Q is lie. You can, if you want to give the reason, you can say point Q. Sorry. You can say Q is lying outside the circle. Correct?
Sir.
So as OR is less than OQ, and we know that OR is equal to OP, so in place of this OR, I can write
OP.
So I have to mention OP is less than OQ. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But if you observe this here, it will give you a particular idea or particular clarification that if we take any point on this line xy, if we take a point here or here or here or here or here or here, anywhere, if we take any point on this line, all those points will be lying out of the circle, and if they are lying out of the circle, they will always be greater than
OP.
Correct? So here we have to mention this happens, yeah, this will happen. This will happen to all the points on xy except
P.
the point P. Except the point
P.
Do you know why? Because P is a line on the circle. Because that is the point of contact for the tangent, and that is also mentioned in the radius. And we know that radius is the line joining the center and any point on the circle. Correct? So based on that, this will happen to all the points on xy except the point P. It is suggesting that OP
Is
is the shortest distance between the center and the tangent. Okay, so that's also you have to mention. Therefore, OP is the
shortest distance.
shortest
Distance.
distance between the center and the tangent. Center and the tangent. The tangent is xy, you can say center O and tangent xy also. Okay? So what we got? OP is the shortest distance between the center and the tangent, so that the shortest distance is always a straight line or a perpendicular line. Because of that we can conclude OP is perpendicular to xy. We have to say here, so OP is perpendicular to xy, then we can say hence proved. Hope I have made you to understand.